Today I'm gonna just look at cool old pictures of archaeological sites from the 1800s. So I'm gonna be looking on this thing here. They will pop up on screen as I'm looking at them. And here's the deal, I just try to make videos of things that I like that I want to show you guys about, like as if we were just sitting around and we're just talking about cool things. This is an info dumping channel, you know. Let's just be honest. This is what we do. This is what we're about here. I just love the aesthetic of pictures from the 1800s. When they were first kind of just figuring out archaeology and stuff, and maybe I'll do a video about the history of archaeology in the future, but I have to say that these pictures, I just freaking love looking at these things, like the vibe, the aesthetic, like there's something about not just the site, but the fact that people have been interested in this site for a long time. This picture is beautiful. I can't remember exactly where this is. I did know where all of these were, but man, just like, look at that little guy sitting there, and the fact that this was a metropolis, this was a place of just grandiose buildings, and now look at it, it's a graveyard. I love it. Oh man, okay, the ones that get me are the Sphinx ones. Like literally anything from the Sphinx before the year 1950 essentially will make me go crazy. Like look at that, the mystery of that. You're one of these people on the camels, you're out here like, who knows? We have legends of these things, but it's just forgotten to time. Ooh, there's another one. That one's, oh, this is kind of grainy on mine. Maybe I'll try to find a better version of this for when I put it up on screen. But man, just the idea of them reflecting on the ancients and that freaking pyramid in the background is so beautiful. There's another one. I got several of the Sphinx ones. It's just, I have some of these hanging up in my room. And I just, look at that guy standing on it, just being like, yeah, look at this weird, mysterious thing that was once an enormous kingdom. Okay, yeah, we're back to Central America. I think this is maybe El Castillo before it was fully dug out in the Yucatan Peninsula. Chichen Itza is what I think, and I might be wrong about that. I didn't do any research on any of these. I'm just looking at them. I just have a collection here. But yeah, a lot of it's weird how easily things turn back to dirt. When I was in Guatemala, it was interesting how it was just so much, you know, the pyramids just became mountains. If you're not constantly maintaining these things, plants will grow on them, plants turn to dirt, and they just get buried under this stuff. Oh, wow, do you imagine seeing that thing? Like, you're coming through the jungle and you come up in this plane and you see this thing and nobody, it just makes my blood freaking catch on fire. I don't know where in the world a lot of this stuff is. You know, we can kind of look at some of the decals and maybe they look kind of Mesoamerican, or maybe they look a little bit African or something, you know, and or Indian. But yeah, this just, you know, city in the jungle. City in the jungle is my aesthetic. Coming upon an abandoned city that the jungle has overgrown. Okay, so yeah, we're back to Mayan stuff. These sorts of stelae that are just like totally poking up through the jungle. Like I imagine just walking through a jungle and seeing one of these things, and there's some actually from even before the photographs, there's some like pictures of these that are drawn that just like make my imagination explode, and I just love the pictures of these people back in the day. Alright, this is Machu Picchu, yeah, and this is actually when Machu Picchu, it looks like they've done a lot of digging by the time they took this picture. It was very overgrown. The interesting thing about Machu Picchu is it was a lost city, right, that was rediscovered in 1920, but the locals always knew it was there. So yeah, I love old pictures of Machu Picchu. Yep, here's another Mayan looking artifact, and there's that old guy, just the archaeologist of the time, fascinated in it like we're fascinated in it nowadays. I just love how that shot is composed. Yeah, just curiosity captured. Okay, so I think this is Casa Grande ruins or something. It's definitely near where I grew up. Actually, I grew up about half an hour from Mesa Verde. So yeah, this is Puebloan, and it's crazy how humongous these ruins are, and how easily, you know, adobe stuff like this can be. In just a couple hundred years is all it lasts. So they do a lot of things nowadays where I think this has a roof over it protecting it, but back in the day, obviously, you know, there was a little bit of restoration work you can see that was done. But it was just a huge edifice back in the day, and I love the solitude that comes through in this picture. Yep, Stonehenge. Not a lot of people know that Stonehenge looked like this before they kind of, I think the next picture maybe, yeah, they kind of, you know, put it back together the way that it originally was, but there were some that had toppled or fallen down that they straightened. So I love this picture of just a wild, feral, unmaintained Stonehenge that was just, you know, ravaged by time. I think that kind of thing is fascinating. And yeah, they did fix it and put some of the lintels back on top of the stones, and they're huge. You can see the scale of the people. They had this crane that they fixed it with. All right, yeah, this is Mesoamerica again. This is amazing. The jungle is literally reclaiming this just enormously, intensely, artistically created, like the amount of artistic skill that it must have taken to just create this, like those features on this that have lasted hundreds of years are just phenomenal to me, and I can't imagine going through a jungle and it opening up. Well, I can, because I guess I have done that before. Like, just the idea of being back in the day where you took a boat and then a train and then maybe a plane, if those were invented yet. I guess not in the 1800s, but early 1900s. I just find that kind of thing absolutely fascinating. All right, yeah, Mesoamerican. Looks like a local is showing it off. That is a beautiful, beautiful piece of artwork there. Wow. Oh, look how that shot is composed. That's beautiful. It's a beautiful artifact. Yep, another Machu Picchu. This is a very large, oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful photograph of this thing. Man, enormously beautiful. I think from a vantage point that a lot of people take photos nowadays, you can see just the expanse of how they built everything, and just like the graininess of the photo. I love it. I just want to fill my house with these things. All right, I don't know where in the world this is. It's definitely, I think, the old world. This is somewhere desert. But yeah, look at that, just like walls in the desert. I love walls in the desert. You just like a people, a civilization that is now lost to time. That sort of thing is so fascinating. Yep, again, this is looks Egyptian or somewhere, maybe Greek, but the tops of those pillars look kind of Egyptian to me. But amazing, beautiful, artisanal, whatever, however you say that word. That's work there. That's amazing. Yeah, just a bunch of statues dug up, ancient statues. These look kind of early Greek stuff, or pre-Greek, Minoan maybe. I don't know. But man, that's just such a cool idea that they were just digging there and they just found another statue. Let's put it by the other statues, and somebody decided to take a picture of it. And olden day people to us already are studying even older day people. Yeah, ooh, I love the mummy stuff. I love anything King Tut tomb. Just back in the day, it was around 1920 that they uncovered King Tut's tomb. So not the 1800s, but in that era of exploration. I love photographs from that stuff. Yep, female archaeologist climbing. I love this picture so much. I probably could find out more about this, but I just love how the shot is composed there. It's very much The Mummy vibes. The 1999 cinematic masterpiece, The Mummy, starring Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz. This looks Cambodian, somewhere in that part of the world, and that's just so, again, City in the Jungle is so amazing, and the way that the jungle specifically reclaims these sort of structures is amazing. Yep, there's another one. Oh, I love this shot. I love this of him taking the photo of these ruins, and they just appreciated these ruins and like the beauty of them back then and wanted to preserve them somehow. I think that's amazing. I love this shot. Okay, yeah, we have, I want to say this is Mesoamerican. It looks very Mesoamerican. Yep, because we have the Mayan glyphs on the bottom and side, on the right side there. And he's sitting on some too. Man, look at his getup. Look at his outfit. That's great. That's amazing. Oh, to see something like that, and I've looked straight at that, and it's just incredible. Wow. Yeah, that's amazing. That has been there all this time. Okay, Serpent Mound. This is an old aerial photograph of Serpent Mound. I've been to Serpent Mound. It's an incredible, incredible location. One of the most incredible things found in the continental United States. It's just amazing. If you haven't gone to see Serpent Mound, like, it is such an incredible place. I actually went on the solstice to see the sun. If you don't know, the sun sets directly where the snake's mouth is pointing on the solstice. There was tons and tons and tons of very interesting people there. And I have a really interesting story with Serpent Mound, maybe that I'll tell one day. That was part of our 3-week-long Mexico road trip where we went all the way across the United States and drove to Cancun. If you haven't caught that episode, you should. But I love Serpent Mound. I love the ambiguity around it. I love the fact that it's been changed over the years by different people, and that originally probably dates back so historically far. That's what I'm still trying to figure out, yeah. Okay, The Lost Face in the Jungle. This was my favorite old-timey picture. Oh, and the story behind it. I should make a whole video about this, and I don't want to give away the ending, but I love everything about this story. If you know the details about this thing, used to break my heart, now it just makes me laugh. And yeah, maybe I'll make a video about the lost face in the Guatemalan jungle. I didn't get to see this, not that there was much to see, but when I was in Guatemala I almost did. But I have loved this picture for such a long time, and now I even like it more knowing the real story behind it. Okay, yeah, another Mayan glyph-filled stele. Stele? I don't know how to pronounce that. I've just read it. It's one of those things. I grew up reading so much that there's still words that I can't pronounce because I don't know how they sound out loud. I should probably look that up. But just gorgeous and tall, and I wish I knew how tall it was. I wish there was somebody standing next to it, but I'm sure it's monumental for sure. Oh, what a beautiful shot. Oh. Yeah, so I realize it's getting kind of long. I'll probably put this in 2 parts, but I just want to say, like, I love this stuff. I think it's fascinating and amazing, and it's just something that I like. I just like this. I wanted to share it with you. I'm Levi, and this is Outlandish.